Everybody, happy Friday. We made it to the weekend, and if you remember last Friday, that Arctic air was just coming in around this time, and we tied a record low last Friday of -8. And what a swing. Today we're going to most likely break the record high. The record high for today is 51. We're going for highs in the low to mid 50s. So quite a difference, of course, from last Friday to this Friday. Readings now in most spots in the valley are in the 30s, and the hill towns are in the 40s, but everybody will pop into the 40s and lower 50s and maybe even some mid 50s a little bit later on this morning. Any cloudiness and areas of fog will dissipate. We'll see quite a bit of sunshine today as readings come up. The story today, too, is the wind. The wind is going to be on the strong side. That's why the National Weather Service has put out a wind advisory, not for Springfield, Northampton, or Greenfield, not for the valley. The wind advisory is for elevated areas. That's where winds will be strongest, but it'll still be a blustery day for those of us in the valley as well. Just for example, this is around 3 o'clock, where winds could gust about 25 or 30 in the valley, but winds could gust up close to 50 across the hills and higher terrain. And also, with us drying out very quickly, and there's no snow on the ground in a lot of spots, we actually have an elevated brush fire threat as relative humidities drop off this afternoon as well. Usually don't see this too often in the month of February because most of the time we have at least some snow on the ground. But with the strong winds and that air mass drying out, there is an elevated brush fire threat. So keep that in mind as well. This is usually something you would see maybe the end of March or as we go into April. So weather headlines: mild and windy today, chilly and blustery tomorrow, still into the 40s though, just a cooler day. We're dry for the weekend and will mainly dry and mild into next week as well. So one of the cooler spots, 28 degrees now in Springfield. I put it to you that way because 28 in Springfield, where we're close to 50 across the hill towns. Still no wind, but between now and about 7 or 8 o'clock, the wind picks up and temperatures will pop into the 40s, then settle into the 50s a little later on. Look at this, 50 in Pittsfield, while it's 28 in Springfield, 51 in Worcester. Of course, Pittsfield and Worcester, elevated areas, that's where the mild air is right now. That cool air, since skies have cleared, has pulled right into the valley. And since temps have fallen to the dew points, we're seeing some fog in the valley as well. But that wind will pick up, that'll scour out the cool temps, and readings will pop into the 40s this morning, 50s by lunchtime. Just a quick chance of a spot shower as a cool front moves through. And we won't realize the cooler air until tonight, and it will cool off slowly so that by tomorrow morning we're back down into the 20s. And tomorrow will be a cooler day. We're going to see clouds and sun today, but plenty of sunshine tomorrow as storminess stays off to our south. Another area of low pressure will try to make a run at us late Sunday, but this still looks like it's going to be staying away. It might just throw some high clouds our way on Sunday as temperatures get back into the low to mid 40s. So your next weather maker, or a threat anyway, is Sunday night into Monday. Again, this looks like it will be staying away, so we stay dry. Still looks like a miss, and even if it were to come close enough to bring us some precipitation, it would most likely be in the form of rain, with temperatures tomorrow in the lower 40s, and by Sunday for the Super Bowl, middle and upper 40s. No travel problems if you're going to be out and about for the game Sunday evening or late Sunday night. Looks like we're staying dry, just a few clouds, and then Monday decreasing clouds, lots of 40s next week and even 50s by the end of next week. No big storms are indicated at this point, and certainly no snow. All right, that's your forecast. Another check of the weather in a few minutes. Amanda and David, back to you.
Thanks, Dan. With Super Bowl Sunday now.